think of that, huh? I got the sleeve. So what we gotta do is put the sleeve on. And that's the shiny sleeve. And that's what it looks like when it's really nice. That's what it looks like when it's nice. Now how you tell which way to put it on is the one side has a chamfer. That's the side that sticks out to where you push your seals on. The flat part goes back against the machine. Don't screw that up. The trick is you got to heat this up. I'm going to set that there where we don't wreck it. Now we got to heat up this one. I'm going to go ahead and move you so you can see better. I'm going to go ahead and move you so you can see better. Now what you're going to need is, like I said before, you're going to need your MAP gas. We're going to have to heat. It's going to have to heat right in here. And then pull it off. We're going to use a small pair of channel locks. It's going to have to heat it up. It's actually easier to fix this when the drum's out sitting and take it off from when it's sitting upside down. Well, that didn't quite work. Basically, I could heat it up, but I didn't have enough heat to pull it off. You got to get it really hot. So I have to come here and use my torches. Now, I don't know if you've seen this in my barn, but this is basically a self-retracting acetylene oxygen hose reel. It's a 100-footer, and I absolutely love it. Because I can run this out to the barn where my dump truck is. I don't even have to take the part. I don't have to take stuff out of my truck into the barn. I can just pull my truck up and there's the drum. I'm gonna hop up there real quick. I'm gonna take it off. I might speed this footage up because it'd be kind of boring. Put the new one on. Then we're gonna head right back to that laundromat and we're gonna get this thing installed. This gets to the point where you don't wear something with this. If you don't wear something with this, you're going to be like seeing spots forever. See how it cooled that fast? That's why I couldn't get it, I just didn't have enough heat. There's one. This should just pop right on. Well, that's not good when you turn our gas off. Nice good roar, huh? trying to go on. What do you think of that, huh? I told you it would slide right on. A little hot. Everything up here is a little hot. This is the old one. Need to put it in a spot where it won't burn down my house. So we'll wipe this down with a cold rag or something. But now what we got to do is this here, this and this all have to be wire brushed off and cleaned. So I'm going to head back over to the laundromat. That's why I have my hoses like this. It's a perfect setup. I didn't have to move this drum. Now when I get to the laundromat, I'll take the gloves with because this will still be warm. We'll dump water on this and get as cool as we can. Hopefully by the time we get there, it'll be pretty cool. Now one thing I got to do real quick, and this is a lot easier to do when this machine is not installed, is like I said, I got to clean this up, and then clean this up. The mating surface is where those bearings are going to go. There's two things I use. A wire wheel brush and then a crimped end brush. Now this is actually going to be used when we're behind the machine and we clean off the surface where the trunnion mounts up to. I'll explain that when we go look at it. And this one we use on the actual shaft of the drum. Now the reason you want to get this as clean as you can is because this is really going to affect you if you can't get it to slide over there real well. And we don't want to grind it. We don't want to make this smaller. So that wire brush just takes off all that dirt. Now I don't know if you've ever seen inside one of these. Here's those heads of those bolts. And I'm going to show you something on them. There's like glue on them. In the factory, what they do is they actually glue these things so that it's easier to, that's what I'm pulling off there. But when you're twisting them, you're doing that and you're wedging them just enough that they won't turn. But that's what they look like. So normally you'd have somebody putting a wrench on this, somebody on the other side. Now this is your overflow, if I remember right, and this is where the water comes in. Here's where it drains down. This is what it looks like. Nothing too fancy. It is stainless steel. That's just hard water stains. This is heavy. I just make do with getting it over to it. Now you might ask me what I use. I use Loctite. And I'm gonna put it to the mating surface. Need a lot, you're just trying to get it to seal. And then this stuff, when it dries, it'll seal, so. This is the same stuff I use to glue the trunnion on. The trunnion's bolted, but it mounts to the back of this stainless steel housing that this thing is mounting to the front. And what we do is we just give it a little bit of glue. There's this locking ring, we'll call it. It'll actually hold this for you if you get it on there right. Well, that's all the time I got today, folks, on this project. I'll show you cleaning up that trunnion. I'll show you pressing the bearings. I'll show you putting the seal on. And I'll also show you installing on here and what to clean on the back of this before you assemble the trunnion, because you do need to caulk it up, kind of like we sealed up this front basket. We have to seal that up too back there. You don't need a lot, but you need a little bit. So, it's been fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. This is part 2 of pretty much a 3-part video now of how to change a bearing in a hard mount washer. This will go for anything from an 18 to an 80 pounder. Until next time, take it easy. Hope everything's going good for you. Hope you're doing well. Hope your family's doing well. Take care.